Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Kat. It is a random gloomy Monday that I just happen to have off, so I thought that I would do a kind of daily vlog for you guys, just let you guys know what I get up to. January honestly is such a great month for me in terms of reading because I feel like I can start the year off fresh. I've already read 8 books this month and it's like the 23rd or something, so yeah, really enjoying my reading at the moment. And yeah, I feel like I'm just gonna carry on that streak today with a couple of books that I have planned. I'm so excited about these. So the first one a lot of people are probably reading at the moment, and that is Verity by Colleen Hoover, and this is gonna be my first Colleen Hoover actually. I've got Ugly Love on my bookshelves upstairs, but it hasn't really called to me yet, so I'm gonna save that for a time when I'm really in the mood for it. This is a thriller by Colleen Hoover, and I've heard some people say that her thrillers are better than her romances. You know what, it's received a lot of hype and I wanted to read a thriller at the moment, and this sounds like the perfect one for my mood. So this is about a writer, I think she's called Lynn, and she's basically been given this job offer to write or like finish the remaining books in a series of this author who is like no longer able to write. And I think she actually moves into their family home and really weird stuff starts going down. I think she finds the unfinished autobiography of Verity, who is the original author of the series. As she like reads, she finds out like a really big secret of Verity's, and it's kind of like her decision whether she's going to reveal that to the family and the husband, who I think she gets close to. It just sounds really messed up. This is honestly the perfect book for me today. I wanted to read something really gloomy and dark to match the weather, and it is quite short as well, so I feel like I could hopefully binge this. I think it's just over 300 pages. So yeah, this is like my main plans for today. I wanted to start a new book because I finished my reread of Birthday Girl last night. Gave it 5 stars, so good. I gave it 4.5 stars last year, and I honestly don't know what I was thinking because it's like one of my favorite books of all time, probably my favorite romance of all time. I think it literally just beats The Love Hypothesis for me. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be filming a January reading wrap up at the beginning of February, probably on my birthday actually, because I've got the day off then, and I'll let you guys know all of my in-depth thoughts about the books that I don't read during reading vlogs like Birthday Girl. I'm definitely going to start introducing wrap-ups to my channel because I find them so satisfying to watch. I've never read enough to really do a wrap-up before, but I feel like this year is my year of like reading loads. I'm gonna so jinx it now. Okay, yeah, so this is my main plan, and then I've also got a new poetry collection. I'm so excited for this. It's called Flower Crowns and Fearsome Things by Amanda Lovelace, and she's written loads of poetry collections before. A lot of it's like feminist poetry as well. So this one in particular is about the duality of being a woman. The dedication literally says, "For those who wish to raise hell most elegantly." I love that so much already. There are a bunch of trigger warnings, so let me just put this on the screen now so you guys know if you feel like picking it up after I've read it. I don't know if I'll like it yet, but I hope I will. So she wrote a little note and I'll read it to you. "Merry meet, there is a beloved goddess from Greek mythology you may or may not be familiar with. Her name is Persephone. She's fascinating for an endless list of reasons, including the fact that she's considered to be both the goddess of spring as well as the queen of the underworld, making her quite the complicated woman, in my humble opinion. In this collection, I explore how in this modern age, we too are often equal parts soft and fierce. Remember, there is no need to choose one or the other. Laced with love, Amanda." And that's such a nice author note. And then the first kind of, I don't know if it's like a poem or a quote. "Who said you can't wear a flower crown and still remain a fearsome thing? Make Persephone proud." And I love Persephone. She's one of my favorite goddesses to read about in literature. Obviously, I love a Persephone and Hades romance, but that isn't really like true to the original story. So yeah, I'm gonna enjoy reading this as like kind of an ode to Persephone. And then I freaking can't wait for the Madeline Miller Persephone story coming out. But yeah, I really want to read at least a few poems of this today. I'll probably, knowing me, read the whole thing in one sitting. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna tab my favorites and share some of those with you guys. Me and my colleague are kind of buddy reading this. I think she's pretty much already finished, but we're gonna kind of like exchange books because she's actually tabbed hers for the first time ever. I'm so glad that she's done that, and she's gonna show me like which ones are her favorites, and I'm also gonna do the same for her. So yeah, very excited. So looking forward to today's reading. I think I'm just gonna get started now. I should probably start with Verity because obviously it's going to take me a bit longer to read, so I probably should get into that, see what the vibe is, see if I really want to read the whole thing today. We'll have to see. It's already late morning now and I'm a slow reader. Other than that, I don't really have any plans. There might be a book to pick up from my local Waterstones, which isn't the one that I work at. I pre-ordered a book months ago before I even started working at Waterstones to be collected there. So yeah, I'm gonna see if that turns up today. It should. I might not actually go out. It just depends on the weather, to be honest. Also, just a side note, my boyfriend put this up for me, I think a couple of days ago while I was at work. He has obviously the weekend off because he works full time. So above the sofa, just in that corner of the room, we've got my Alice print, and I'm so happy it's finally there. So yeah, this is my limited edition print that I got. Hi, you can see me in the reflection. When I went to the Curiouser and Curiouser exhibition about Alice in Wonderland and like all the adaptations and stuff and the origins of the story. And my mum got this for me for my birthday, which is the 2nd of February, so she got it as a very early birthday present back in December, and we've finally been able to hang it up. So yeah, thank you, Jamshed. Okay, yeah, so we're also going to put a mirror there above the couch, and it is in the hallway, so let me show you guys. Hi guys. It's massive, but yeah, we're going to put it horizontally above the couch just to open up the room a bit more, because obviously our flat is very small. So yeah, there's that. We're just waiting for some tools to arrive to be able to do that. Okay, so before I start reading, obviously I'm gonna make myself a coffee, I think. I had a tea this morning, so yeah, I'm gonna make myself coffee. Actually, I need to do a bunch of washing up first, so I'm gonna put my earphones in and listen to some Taylor Swift and get on with that as well. And then I'll read, So my order is ready to pick up from Waterstones, so I am going to do that later hopefully, but for now I am going to start Verity. I've just decided what colours my tabs are going to be. I'm keeping it quite simple with 3. Sometimes I even do just like 1 just for like quotes that I love, but I thought that this is like a really creepy book with a lot of plot, so I thought why not actually have a tab for like scary and shocking things, favourite quotes in green, and then imagery that I love specifically in pink. So yeah, that's what I plan on doing. We'll see if I stick to it. Hopefully I will. I haven't tabbed properly in quite a while. Just got a good vibe from this book, so yeah, that's why I've made that decision. I don't really have any proper reasoning to it. Okay, I'm kind of scared to start, so I've been putting it off, but now I am actually going to start reading. That is so not straight, is it? Okay. Ah, hello. Cute little woodland behind me. Oh, what I would do to be somewhere like that right now. I actually know somewhere like that, but like there's literally no way I can ever go back there again because it's like a sad place for me. But yeah, how cute. Anyway, so back here again. I thought I would update you guys with my reading since it's actually getting dark. It is 4:30, oops, during this daily reading vlog. Like, oh my god, like you can tell from the lighting it's so much darker now. I haven't gone to collect my book yet. I might do it later this evening. I think the bookstore near me closes like quite late, so I think I can do that a bit later. And yeah, I want to get some fresh air, so I definitely want to do that. But I thought I would update you with my thoughts on Verity before doing anything else. So I am now on page 61 and oh, okay, hi. I've been tabbing it quite a lot, as you can see. I've got a lot of thoughts. The main thing that I'm already picking up on is that the main character is very similar to Verity. Like, what is Colleen trying to tell me? Like, why are those two things that one person said and then another person said so similar? Like, I don't feel like I can explain myself very well without spoiling things. There was a really creepy moment where she's noticed that there are bite marks, like teeth marks, in the headboard of the bed that she's going to be sleeping in. And yeah, if that doesn't just give you the whole vibe of like this book, then I don't know what would, to be honest. I'm very suspicious. I'm very extremely suspicious of certain characters. I just can't wait to see where this goes because I've now gotten to the chapters that are the autobiography. I think it's gonna like amp up from here. Like, I'm fully into the book now, but I haven't started that chapter yet. So I might read that chapter and then I think I'll pause this and go on to my poetry book because I still want to read some of this today and I'm sure it will like take me no time at all. So yeah, those are my small updates for now. I'll let you guys know if I decide to make a move and go to the bookshop. Hi guys, so I spent the last, I want to say like an hour or so actually editing a video that's going up today. So I've edited, uploaded and scheduled it. I did the thumbnail and everything like that. That was one of the main things I wanted to do today other than read. And it's now around 6 o'clock. I'm not going to go out and get the book that I pre-ordered. I'm going to pick that up after work tomorrow on my way home, since I go past that bookstore to get home anyway, which is like really ironic, but anyway. So I'm going to update you when I get through a bit more of Verity and once I've started the poetry book. Good evening guys, so I have actually finished Flower Crowns and Fearsome Things by Amanda Lovelace. Unfortunately, it didn't live up to the expectations in my head. I try not to have expectations when I go into any books, but sometimes I can't help it, and this is definitely one that I had high expectations for, just because it's a bunch of poems kind of dedicated to Persephone or inspired by Persephone. That's how it sounded. And it definitely did have those elements, and I showed you a few of the poems that were definitely my favorites for that reason. I ended up deciding on 3.5 stars for my rating because I did overall enjoy the majority of these poems and I loved some of them. There were quite a few that I didn't like as much and it wasn't exactly what I thought it would be. So yeah, I'm pretty content with giving this 3.5 stars. I've really enjoyed reading poetry lately and I am really glad that I read this. And yeah, I think I would recommend it if you like the sound of this and like the quotes that I did include. I think the one that is definitely speaking to me the most right now is this one, and it was like a little bit of a surprise. I have a history of staying in places I've long outgrown. You see, I was always told to stay as small as possible, even if it's uncomfortable, even if it hurts. From this day forward, I vow to let myself bloom freely, even if others see me as an annoyance, even if they see me as a weed. And that's called Wild Violet. And yeah, I just thought that that was really, really beautiful. And it definitely had a little impact on me because that's definitely how I've been feeling recently. And this one I probably just loved because of like the imagery of it. Take me to the library, let's find a dark corner in front of the stacks where they keep myths about lovers who could never measure up to us. Bite my neck, show everyone I'm yours. And that's called Marked. I frigging love that. So yeah, now I'm going to figure out what to have for dinner. I was supposed to be having like noodles, but we don't have any soy sauce, so it wouldn't be as nice. So I'm gonna pick up some tomorrow to have for dinner tomorrow. For the rest of the evening I might watch something, but I definitely want to read way more Verity, and yeah, if I enjoy it, hopefully I can get quite far in it. But I'm not kidding myself because I'm really bad at that. I say that I'm gonna read loads of a book and then end up like reading a third of it. But yeah, I'll definitely keep you guys updated throughout the evening. Hi guys, so it's actually really late now and I think it's almost 11. I'm on page 116 of Verity and I'm terrified now. I'm really creeped out. I don't know why I didn't believe people when they said that it was like really, really creepy and scarred them, because I think I'm getting a hint of what they're on about now. The autobiography chapters are freaking creepy. They're so creepy. Obviously I'm definitely not going to finish this tonight. I'm going to take a shower now. I will let you know if I carry on reading afterwards. I might not, just because I've got work in the morning and I'm on the early shift, which means I have to wake up at like 7 a.m. and it's already nearly midnight. So this is the sort of book though that makes me want to stay up all night. If I had the day off tomorrow, I would be staying up all night to read this, but I don't. Okay, I'll see you guys after my shower. I'm showered now, brushed my teeth, moisturized, everything. Got my hot water bottle and I'm actually just gonna get straight back into it and keep on reading, and I'm honestly just gonna keep going until I get too tired and have to go to sleep. I don't really care that I've got work tomorrow. Like, I haven't felt like this about a book in such a long time. Also, this is like a really bad idea, like all round, because I've got work tomorrow for one thing, so like RIP me tomorrow, I guess. And I am also reading like a thriller that really says is like the scariest thing ever, and not to read when you're by yourself. And obviously my boyfriend's gone to sleep, so yeah, I'm pretty much by myself. And like when I go upstairs, it's gonna be like pitch black because I'm gonna try not to wake him, and I'm gonna have to like crawl into bed without being able to see anything. And yeah, if I get scared, I'm gonna be really creeped out and probably not be able to sleep anyway. So yeah, this is like a recipe for disaster. And yeah, let's just do it, I guess. Okay, so a scream came from upstairs, and that's like the last sentence on the page, and I'm scared to turn over the page because I'm a massive wuss. Why would there be a scream coming from upstairs? That's where Verity is. Like, oh my god, it's like really cozy with the fireplace going, but this book. Okay, and now it's so much worse than I thought it would be. What is going on? What is going on in this book? I need my friends to read this ASAP so I can like talk to them about it, because wow. Okay, guess I'm gonna keep reading now. I freaking knew it. I've only read a few pages. Oh my god. Ooh. No guys, I'm gonna cry. I'm so scared. This bitch needs to get out of this house. Like, what is she doing? Literally, I'm less than halfway through the book. Like, it must get scarier from here, but how? She's like trying to explain it away. She's trying to explain it away, but it happened. Like, we know what happened. Ew, it's the fact that this is like a thriller, but there's also like a romance in it, but also I know the dude is like creepy as heck, so like I don't want her to do this, but then I think she's creepy as well. Like, she's definitely hiding something. We don't know her whole past, or like why she is the way she is. Like, no, this is creepy. It's just before chapter 5 of Verity's chapters of her autobiography, and I think I'm going to leave it there for tonight because it's after 1 o'clock and I'm over halfway into the book now. So I'm on page 160, and honestly it feels like I've read way more than that, but whatever. Yeah, so pretty much halfway. And yeah, it got to a part where like it wasn't as scary anymore. So I feel like that's probably the best and safest way to leave it before I go to sleep. So yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep now. I wish I could read more. I wish I had the day off tomorrow, but I don't. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this on the train with me to work, read some on my commute there and back, hopefully on my lunch break as well. And then maybe tomorrow I'll have some more updates for you guys. I'm definitely enjoying this loads, and a book hasn't kept me up past my bedtime for years. So yeah, this is kind of a big deal, and I really didn't expect this from my first Colleen Hoover, but here we are. I'm so glad that I brushed my teeth and got ready for bed, because I just want to go upstairs and like fall asleep straight away. Hey guys, it's around a day after work now. I actually ended up finishing Verity the day after I spoke to you guys last, like when I went to sleep at like 1 a.m. I ended up staying up late the next night to read it after work. I did read a little bit on the train. I enjoyed this so much, reading it like in the dark, in bed. It was such a good mood. And yeah, I ended up giving my first Colleen Hoover 5 stars, which is such a massive shock. Like, I know I was enjoying it a lot, but I was kind of waiting to see what the ending was, see if it was satisfying, if it lived up to what the rest of the book was and kind of delivered, and it definitely did for me. There was a massive twist, even though it literally says that on the back. It says a thriller that will keep you up all night and a twist that will leave you reeling. I wasn't expecting what the twist actually was, and I think it was so good. I thought it was really well executed. I think if it was anything else, it would have been lacking. And yeah, I'm so glad with where Colleen Hoover actually took it. And it's actually completely open-ended, because you can kind of make of it what you will. It's definitely the sort of book where you can make your own like theories, if that's the truth, if you take it at face value, if you don't. There's so much to read into in this one, and that is why I actually really enjoyed it. I don't like necessarily with thrillers when everything's tied up with a neat little bow. I think it's way better when there's some kind of ambiguity at the end. I think it's much more effective and creepy that way. You're kind of just like guessing the whole time, like what the heck is going on, like how can this get worse, like what's going to happen, and then at the end you're still left with that feeling, which I think is actually way better than if they just told us exactly how it was. Like, I love that it's up to your interpretation. This would definitely be a really, really good book for like a book club. If you wanted to have a proper discussion with people, I think it would be an amazing buddy read. I ended up actually not having anything for the last like 50 or so pages, just because I was so into it and I didn't want to like take a breath to annotate anything, just because I wanted to keep on reading and just find out what the ending was, like reach the ending. And my last tab is literally on page 238. My annotation says, I think I guessed the whole plot. And to be honest with you, I didn't. I wasn't barking up the wrong tree, but I wasn't completely spot on or anything like that. So yeah, in that way it was very satisfying that I couldn't actually completely work it out. I just had a hint of an idea of an element of the whole thing. Like it was nowhere near the whole plot. Like I don't even know why I thought I was that confident. So yes, I'm so glad I took a chance on this book as my first Colleen Hoover. I absolutely highly recommend. If you've read other Colleen Hoovers but not this one, definitely pick this up next. If you're in the mood for a thriller, definitely check this out as well. Last thing before I go, I was actually going to show you guys what I ended up getting from the bookstore when I was literally talking all day in this vlog about picking up this book, and I never actually mentioned what the book was. Like, I know that is so annoying, and I can't believe I just didn't mention the name once when I was talking about it. Like, that's so annoying. I'm so sorry. But yeah, let me just grab it now. Once you guys see it, you'll know why I was like so eager to pick it up. Okay, so this is the book. It's Daughter of the Moon Goddess by Lynn, and yeah, this is the absolutely gorgeous Waterstones exclusive edition with the green sprayed edges, and the foiling is just so beautiful. I love green and pink. Green and pink are actually my favorite colors right now. I actually pre-ordered the signed edition back in, I want to say like the summer, like late summer, early autumn. I'm actually not very bothered by exclusive editions anymore. I don't really care for sprayed edges or anything like that, but I do think that this is a gorgeous book and it was well worth getting it in this edition, and I can't wait to read it. Hopefully I can read it soon. I definitely am in the mood for some mythology. I might be able to read it in February. It depends how much time I've got because there's a lot going on in February. It's actually my birthday in a couple of days. I don't really have many days off before going on a trip that I'm going on towards the end of the month. I'm actually going to Finland to see my relatives that live there, and we're going to be just staying in a cabin in the middle of nowhere, which is going to be so nice. I'm hopefully going to be doing a lot of reading, but I don't know because I haven't seen them in so long. I feel like it's definitely going to be a week of catching up and hanging out with them as much as possible. So to be honest, I don't know how much I'm going to get read. I'm definitely going to take my Kindle as kind of like a backup in case I do finish my physical reads sooner than I think I will. And oh yeah, I hit 8k. I think it was yesterday, and yeah, thank you guys so much. If you're still watching this and you're subscribed to me, thank you so much for being here. It honestly makes me so incredibly happy. Subscribing to a channel and wanting to see more of some of these videos is like kind of a big deal, so I definitely appreciate that people want to stick around and watch my videos. Like, I still find that so weird. Like, I get massive like imposter syndrome in like a lot of aspects of my life, and YouTube is one of them. I genuinely don't think that I'm like that much of a likable person, to get very honest. I've never felt like that at all since I was younger. So the fact that 8,000 of you are now here kind of helps somewhat with those feelings. So yeah, thank you for being here, and yeah, I need to end this vlog before I keep rambling. So yes, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you want to see me read more Colleen Hoover and which one you'd recommend me to read next. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me, and I hope that you're having an absolutely fantastic day, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.